Oh. I do wonder why Gale has arcane hunger again. Because we didn't go to like a new area, right? Huh. Oh well.
My condition likes being ignored as little as I do. I must consume another artifact. And soon.
Yeah, we have way more than enough. So. Which one are we going to give away? Actually less than I expected. Shattered Flail. Let's take the Tarnished Charm. I mean, makes it easier for the wearer to succeed death saving throws. Ah.
Thank you.
Let's hope it works better than last time.
Good gods. It hardly has any effect. Oh, Mistra, have mercy on us all. Listen, I need to speak to you, to all of you. It would be unconscionable of me to remain silent.
Do we finally get the story? Go on. You're among friends.
I might just be about to remedy that. You have to know who I was. You have to know who I really am.
Here we go.
What I am is a walking shadow of the promise I once held. And what one might call a wizard prodigy. Who from an early age could not only control the weave, but compose it. Much like a musician or a poet. Such was my skill that it earned me the attention of the mother of magic herself. The Lady of Mysteries. The goddess Mistra. She revealed herself to me and she became my teacher. In time, she became my muse. And later, even my lover.
Which is quite insane. Also, interesting timing to just have that after the weave scene, right? The second one sounds so much like Shadowheart. Bold, few would dare to reduce a goddess to their muse. Are you telling me you made love to a goddess?
Oh, yes. We enjoyed each other's company. Body, mind, and soul. But even so, I desired more. You see, no matter how powerful a wizard we mortals can become, we never scratch more than the surface of the weave. Mistra keeps us in check. There are boundaries she doesn't let us cross. Yet, every
reason for
time
that.
I was with her, I stood on the precipice, gazing into the wonders that lay beyond. I sought to cross her boundaries.
Maybe not the smartest move to try to cross a goddess's boundaries. But yeah, must have been quite the impressive young Gale to be interesting to a goddess. But yeah, thinking you know better than Mistra also sounds like an origin tale for villain, right? Oh boy. Personality by John Mercer and the Pied Pipers 1945 is my favorite in Fallout 4. Oh, nice. I think my uncle got me into playing video games way back in 2000, and the first games I played were Settlers 3, and Heroes of Might and Magic. Oh, nice! I never played like the really old Heroes of Might and Magic games, but I played a lot of Heroes of Might and Magic 5, which I loved. 4 was okay, was too grindy in my opinion, like waiting for your troops to form, and 6 and 7 were like but I really loved the 5th part and the 3rd one. Didn't play 2 though. The first game who got really into RPGs were Morrowind, BG2 and Neverwinter Nights. Oh, nice. So, I mean, makes it even more cool to just stream BG3 right now. And I also forget Pokemon on the Game Boy. I really like the Elder Scrolls soundtracks. I just know Skyrim soundtrack, but it's really nice. Fallout 3 was my first true RPG when I expanded from there. Dragon Age was my first true RPG I fell in love with. Aw, that's really cool. Heroes of Might and Magic, Quest for the Dragon Bone Staff was my favorite. It was a PS2 exclusive. Ooh. You thought you knew better than Mystra. You're more a fool than I thought.
Quite. I tried to convince her. I pouted. I pleaded. Swore my ambition was only to serve her better. She only smiled and told me to be contented.
Very many people thought of
Inconceivable
that.
as it seems to me now, I shared a bed with a goddess, yet I wasn't satisfied. So I sought to prove myself worthy to her instead. We come now to the crux of my folly. Shall I share the story behind it, or would you rather head straight to its sordid finale?
Nope, Gale, tell me all the details of your hubris. I'm intrigued. Tell me all.
Very well. Here goes. Once upon a very long time ago, a mighty lord lived in a tower. A flying tower, to be precise. I'll save his history for another time, but the gist of it is that he sought to usurp the goddess of magic so that he could become a god himself.
Oh, it's not
He
Gale.
almost managed, but not quite. And his entire empire, Netheril, came crashing down around him as he turned to stone. The magic that was unleashed that day was phenomenal. Roiling like the prime chaos that outdates creation. Even the weave itself could not withstand the onslaught. It fractured, then shattered, and all magic was lost to the mortal realms. Until the day Mystra returned. She restored the weave, reuniting all its scattered shards. Or so I thought. Until, in the course of my studies, I learned of a book. A Netherese tome in which a piece of the fractured weave had been sealed beyond her reach. What if, I thought, what if, after all this time, I could return this lost part of herself to the goddess?
Proving your worth. Oh boy, Gale. Interesting. Kind of similar theme of like going for power, like similar to Astarion, but more to prove himself and less to have control over others and security, right? Oh, Gale, I still don't like Mystra because what she's done to Gale. Such a toxic act. I gotta say, as someone who loved Mystra before the game, I still like her. The game wasn't enough. But yeah, game Mistra's... it's okay. I mean, we're going to see all the scenes again. Maybe I'm going to change my opinion. So your grand plan was akin to emptying a cup of water into the sea. Brilliant. Oh wow. What was the answer to that question?
The answer was to try. And the outcome was to fail. I was certain that this deed of raw power, draped in romance, would convince Mystra to take me by the hand and welcome me into her hitherto forbidden domains. I was mistaken. I obtained the fabled book and took it into my study. As for what happened next... Here. Place your hand over my heart.
Oh.
Let me show you.
But I mean, I also just got sympathy for Gale, because I mean, what kind of power dynamics is that in a relationship?
You feel the tadpole quiver as you realize Gale is letting you in. Into the dark. You see through Gale's eyes, staring down the corridors of a dread memory. A book, bound, and suddenly opened. Inside there are no pages, only a swirling mass of blackest weave that pounces. Its teeth, its claws, it's unstoppable as it digs through and becomes part of you. And gods, is it ever hungry.
What is it? What do you see?
How are you still alive?
Thankfully, the moment I absorbed the fragment wasn't enough to kill me outright. It was only the beginning.
That's his mark. Going here to his eye.
This Netherese blight, this orb, for lack of a better word, is balled up inside my chest. And it needs to be fed. As long as I absorb traces of the weave from potent enough sources, it remains quiet. Were it ever to fully destabilize, however.
Oh boy. Castle's nearly 300 years old. Do you think he found immortality or was a lich? I'm quite sure Castles was a lich. It also really seems to fit, like, alignment-wise. And I mean, he didn't stop, like, he didn't stop and question himself about, like, killing a goddess like Mistral back then. Why wouldn't he just become a lich before that? I mean, I think Mistral's harshness might be because I doubt many people defy her, or maybe it's the fact I doubt she opens her heart often to mortals due to her nature and how powerful she is. I think in general it's really... I mean, the power dynamics is just really, really awful for the mortal always. Because they're never looking eye to eye. As a goddess of magic, she can't afford to do that to a mortal, right? Because, I mean, she's risking, like, all of magic and whole of existence. And I think that's the issue. That's... In the end, I would say Gale for her is more like a plaything, something interesting. But yeah. Many would take advantage of her to increase their power. I mean, yeah. I mean, that's also... I mean, the whole Castle's Folly stuff, in the end, is why Mistra, like, erected, like, quite a few barriers and quite a few restrictions she established on magic just to prevent that. Just straight men to try and take advantage of a goddess. I love it, Luna. Excuse me, Luna. Go on.
I will erupt. I don't know the exact magnitude of the eruption, but given my studies of Netherese magic, I'd say even a fragment as small as the one I carry, it'd level a city the size of Waterdeep.
Yeah, yikes. I thought we were growing closer, Gale. You should have told me right away.
I know. All of this. It must feel like a betrayal. Say the word, and we'll part ways.
Gale is so bi, so it doesn't count as a strike against us. No, and Gale is the best. And thanks, Mistra, Selune, them all, that he's not straight. I care too much about you to abandon you now, Gale. We travel on, together.
That is a great relief. Oh, a great relief indeed. You truly are a soul that steals my own. From all my new rallied heart, I thank you. I thank you all. I understand if you stand against me. I'm humbled if you stand with me. Either way, I will do my best not to let you down. I stand at a precipice, but if you do not give up hope, neither shall I. I'll fight. I'll resist as long as I can. Now, even I am tired of the sound of my own voice. Let us venture forth.
But it's so sad that Gale feels that he has to prove himself worthy to be supported, right? Yeah, that's still sad. Alright. Oh, we didn't go down here. Let's just see if we missed something there before we go to the goblin camp.
That will fit in my pack.
Let's get some more mushrooms. Yay, mushrooms. Isn't it great? Bone cap is also quite the creepy name for a mushroom, right? Doesn't sound very tasty. Is that a beehive? It is. Honey. Honey sounds like a nice ration for camp. Not very fun to store, but fun to eat. More mushrooms. Ah, perception failed. What is here? Aha, thank you, Shadowheart. And a backpack with... Ooh. A very wild combination of stuff. A little gold, malachite, and alchemical ingredients.
That orb seems powerful. What can it do once it's extracted?
Which orb? What did I just pick up? What was it? Latest. Why can't I see it?
Anything of use?
I mean, then again, we did fail our check. No, an empty hunter stash. There are also raspberry bushes here in the woods. Oh, I think I didn't see any of them. Alright. Yeah, back to the Blighted Village.
So, Gale, how is your sad, hopeless pining going?
Wow.
I'm hardly pining. But a year or more since Mystra cast me aside.
Oh, my dear wizard, I wasn't talking about Mystra.
You can dig here where you failed your chest. Where you failed to check, there's a chest. Thanks, Brain, for putting that into one sentence.
Isn't it so that every time you speak as you cast a spell, you're endeavoring to call upon Mystra? I'm surprised she still listens to you.
She has no choice. She's sworn to hear all magic users. Even me. I'm sure she at least stuffs her fingers in her ears to muffle my invocations.
Oh. Pot, Gale. Pot. Okay, that was definitely jealous, chat. Astarion Gale, 100%.
That's curious.
Oh, what? Up here. Interesting that we saw that walking down. Oh well. Yeah, what's inside? Ooh, spell scrolls. That bird is so crazy. And there's Zaza waiting for us. We can't talk to her. I really hope it's not going to be bugged. I don't think there's anything down here. So yeah. Next fixed location is the Goblin Camp. Looking at the time, are we going to go there? Maybe a little. Let's say hi to the goblins.
I'll tell the gods what's what.
Here we go.
Goblins ahead.
Well,
Wow,
look
we need an
who's
intelligence
getting
check for
dragged
that.
back. And by such high company. How badly did you mess up?
Can it? I know something Ragslin will want to hear.
Yeah? What's that?
I've been in some druid's grove. This one sprang me. Now move over so I can tell Ragslin myself.
Hold on. Where are the raiders?
Dead. Every last one.
Ragslin's other drow friend won't be happy to hear that.
She'll be happy enough when I tell her where them looters is holding up.
Oh,
Let me
yeah.
through.
That drow. The other one.
Go on. I ain't gonna hold up a drow.
Come on. Gotta let the drow true soul know where them looters is. We'll be heroes.
It's nice how we can basically do whatever we want just cause we're a drow. I love it. Usually you have to persuade them to let you pass, or you can fight them.
Please. Go on then.
Yeah, no issue here.
Your, Excelness?
He even bowed. I'm looking for a druid named Halsin. Where is he?
I don't know any Halsin, your excelleness.
Oh, I love it. You know, I heard he was captured breaking into this very camp.
Oh, one of them thieves? If he ain't dead, he's in the pits with the rest of them.
The pits? He couldn't be somewhere pleasant sounding, could he? Better still be alive.
That noise coming from behind you, good or bad?
Heh, depends who you are. We're
And a
celebrating a raid. No better time in camp than this. Get yourself a bit of fun before it dries up.
I mean, look at our armor. How much Paladin do you want to look alike? A raid? On what?
Ripped the guts out of Waukeen's rest, we did. Inns are good for gutting. Lads even captured some Duke. Worth celebrating, that is.
Alright. Oh, very important parasite. Astarion is inspired. Wait. There was nothing connected to our parasite. Or did I miss something? These guys basically worship you when you're Drow. Yeah, it kind of seems like the scared worship, right? Like the, I'm kissing the ground you walk on, please don't kill me. Kinda worship. Oh, great.
Best avoid that trap.
You know what? Let's go somewhere else. Makes sense, Drow terrifying by reputation. Oh, yes. And I mean, looking at the Drow we're going to meet in camp,
These big dopes
makes
can guard
sense.
the place themselves. Let us off the hook.
I think there's nothing of interest here. Why is it even trapped? Why is it trapped? Just so that people don't bypass them? Because you could also just like evaded them? We will knock out Minty, right? What exactly do you need to do that?
Alright, time to skulk
Not
about.
everyone subscribes to what is mine is yours, it seems.
But I was stealthing. Eh?
I don't need any attention.
See, I'm
right
stealthing.
now. If everyone else
Hi.
minds their business, I'll be fine.
He didn't see me.
I should
Let's
speak
talk to
up.
them. More
And
goblins.
an all Norder arm clean off. So much for the flaming fist, eh?
What's a flaming fist?
The fist. Pigs from Baldur's Gate. Good for one thing. Feeding to walks.
Throw her off the bridge. Okay, Luna. Were there any survivors?
Bunch of prisoners got towed to Moonrise. City snobs mostly. But the flaming fist? Pile of smoking corpses.
He sounds so proud of himself. But the big thing is, what are they doing at Moonrise, right? Do you happen to know the way to Moonrise?
I figured a drow would know the broken road.
Excuse me.
Take the north path. It winds you around sure as sunshine till you reach the towers.
I'm a drow. Why should I be proficient in, like, overland travel? Stupid. Steal an item in front of her and then attack to knock her out. Then rescue her in Act 2. To recruit her later and she's great, you're missing out. No, she's too hot to kill. I can tell you, Alistair, that doesn't work with women. At least for me.
Looking at a future true soul, your drowness. Boss Ragslin says I'm next in line.
I'm drowners. Nice.
Tribe?
One of my favorite goblins to talk to. Tribe.
Tribe! And the drow?
Also play the bard game here? You can't anymore. Oh well. Nowhere
Pave my
tribe.
path with corpses. Build my castle with bones.
Oh gosh. It's so dark. I know, right? You've lived underground probably. Right? Because I mean, we know that Minthara, so the main drow they know, also lived underground. Ah, doesn't it look lovely, the Goblin Camp? Yeah, come on. Give me the cutscene.
Hear my voice. Obey.
It's so cool.
The voice is irresistible. You recognize the overwhelming authority that you've used on others, only infinitely stronger, and turned against you. Your vision clouds, leaving you in a dark, featureless shadowscape. Nothingness in every direction.
Yeah, the tadpole seemed to be the receiver, right?
Three figures before you. An armored male elf, exuding power and command. A handsome younger man with a quick, easy smile. And a pale young woman with even paler eyes.
Lies, the handsome younger man is neither handsome nor young.
Are my chosen. They speak for me. Aid their search for the prism, and you will be worthy to stand beside them in my presence.
Seems a little like a god or a deity, right? Go, Githyanki artifact.
You feel energy pulsing from the artifact, lifting the pain from you, pushing the voice away.
My power grows. My forces gather. The reckoning draws near.
Not intimidating at all.
Don't give me that look. I don't know what just happened any more than you do. We should keep going.
I think we should
what
talk.
that toy of hers is, but I'm glad it's on our side.
That power, is that what happens to others when we use the parasite on them?
Perhaps. But whatever it was, I don't want to experience it again.
Mm-hmm. Doesn't seem like a nice thing to do to others. But well, then again, what did we expect from, like, mind-controlling powers? Oh, hold on. That artifact seemed to stop the voice. What is it?
I don't know. Not exactly. All I know is it's important I get it back to Baldur's Gate. At any cost.
What is in Baldur's Gate?
My home. The cloister of Shah followers. Hidden in the city. A group of us was sent to retrieve the artifact. Now I'm the only one left.
Oh.
I can't afford to fail.
But what does the Shah cloister want with the Githyanki artifact? I mean, we still don't really know what it does, how it works and everything, right?